Like, I'm listening to all these right-wing extremists talk about DEI and empathy's bad and, you know, get these people out of the country.
The Civil Rights Act of 1964 as a huge mistake.
Correct.
Sorry, if I see a black pilot, I'm going to be like, boy, I hope he's qualified. Joy Reid and Michelle Obama and Sheila Jackson Lee and Ketanji Brown Jackson were affirmative action picks, we would have been called the racists. But now they're coming out and they're saying it for us. They're coming out and they're saying, I'm only here because of affirmative action. Yeah, we know. You do not have the brain processing power to otherwise be taken really seriously. You had to go steal a white person's slot to go be taken somewhat seriously. And the word empathy, actually, I think empathy is a made-up new age term that it does a lot of damage.
And then all of a sudden you get mad at me because I'm the person you start trying to break apart my life. Like, oh, you weren't even that good of an NBA player. Well, you know, some of you to come on, I'm in the Hall of Fame. So what you say about that, I don't give a damn. You guys have to understand that this country is not just for you.
One love, tune back to the Dark Times channel.
And so here we go again, back with another one. Welcome back to the Dark Times channel. And I want to go ahead and chime in on Ray Allen, aka Jesus Shuttlesworth.
Hey, roll call. My name is Jesus. Yeah. I am the man. Yeah. What's up with these questions? Yeah. About my plan.
They may let me out on early parole.
So that's what this is all about, huh?
That's a part of it. That's
Jake, you just like everybody else.
Like everybody else. I ain't like everybody else. Everybody else ain't your father.
And recently, Ray Allen opened up on his timeline and he shared some of the vitriol that he received and some of the backlash that he received for having a similar reaction to how a lot of us reacted to the passing of Charlie Kirk. Go ahead and take a listen.
I thought we got past the shut up and dribble people. Shut up and dribble. You don't know anything about politics. Shut up and dribble. Like, so when you guys come into my space and tell me to shut up and dribble, one, let's just break this whole shut up and dribble down. I don't play basketball anymore. So you just only see me as somebody that needs to be dribbling. That's my only worth or my only contribution to society. Not to mention, I have businesses that I pay a lot of taxes on. I've paid a lot of taxes in my career. I mean, I've seen amounts of taxes. You know, obviously I own homes in different places where I have to pay taxes. And I have charities. So government and the things that happen in local government affect everything. But because I may say something that triggers you, remember, my opinion is not your opinion. If you don't like my opinion, unfollow me. And this, I don't even say that from, you know, an offensive point of view. It's easy. Like, I'm listening to all these right-wing extremists talk about DEI and empathy's bad and, you know, get these people out of the country. Like, you know, that's how you feel. You have every right to feel that way. I don't agree with you, but I'm not going on nobody's wall and cursing them out and sitting there. That's how you feel. Great. I'm just going to encourage people to look after people, to treat people well, to make this country a better place, make this world a better place by being accepting to people, by offering people a hand, you know, building a bridge and not a wall. That's what I do. I don't care about what people, when they say negative shit. Why are some of you so triggered that by something that I post or something that I say? Why are you so triggered that you got to come into my space and start to spit vitriol and you know, hate and anger? You know, you attack. You know, I could post something somebody says, you know, and something that can be very, you know, off the cuff, you know, not good for anybody. And then all of a sudden you get mad at me because I'm the person you start trying to break apart my life. Like, oh, you weren't even that good of an NBA player. Well, you know, some of you to come on, I'm in the Hall of Fame. So what you say about that, I don't give a damn. You guys have to understand that this country is not just for you. There's so many different people. There's so much diversity, and diversity, regardless of what you think and what you say and what you believe, diversity is great for this country. So violence is never an answer for anything in this country. We need civil discourse. Like, you want to have a conversation, I don't mind having a conversation, but you guys got to be willing to listen instead of trying to tell people that they stink or they suck or you need to, shut up and keep dribbling. Like, because you don't like what I say, you don't know me. You didn't grow up with me. You don't understand why I think the way I think, and you're not willing to listen. You only care, but one thing I won't say is I'm not going to segregate. I'm not going to separate. I'm not going to disparage people just for trying to make a living in this country. Everybody, this is the earth. Everybody deserves a fair shot. Everybody deserves to have an opportunity to live a great life and take care of their family and to love and to be loved. And if you ain't on that, then maybe you're the one that's out of pocket.
And so shout out to Ray Allen. He spoke very eloquently in regards to how a lot of us feel about this situation, and also in regards to athletes not having a voice, or former athletes, as in the case of Ray Allen, not being allowed to have an opinion or a voice. And so shout out to Ray Allen, because that's exactly how a lot of us feel. But those are my thoughts on it. Make sure you guys go ahead and keep that conversation going on down below as we usually do. And as usual, peace and chaos.